is does awakening provide healing?
I think it leads to healing. I mean, first of all, I would say that disidentification with personality itself is like the biggest healing you're ever going to get in your life. So that is the healing. But how that looks, like in the relative level, how that looks bodily, psychologically, is a healing that, you know, as Holly was saying, then goes on, you know, because the wall is not there. The wall keeps everything in place, and therefore the patterns that create disharmony psychologically and physically are kept in place. So with the removal of that, the possibility of healing arises because of that wall coming down, A, and B, because of that willingness and openness and the surrender that is part of the shift. There's nothing stopping you. It's fulfilling engagement with life, really. I mean, things heal through that fulfilling engagement with whatever's there. That's how it happens. Without the fulfilling engagement with it, it's still repressed. It's still creating the waves, the patterns. Yeah. Now, when I'm saying healing, I'm not necessarily saying all bodily stuff can go. I'm not saying that. We've all got predispositions. We've inherited things. There's things from our lives that are maybe there from the past, which are manifested in the relative level in that way. But, you know, even that stuff, if it's ever going to have a chance of healing, that's the way, I would say. It can, possibly. Yeah. But it's ironic, isn't it? Because just as things can get worse after, so physical stuff can get worse because the wall's down and everything can come out.
I mean, such a thing as a healing crisis.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But you see, this is where the warrior bit comes in, I think. There's this point of no return. You know, we've talked about warriorhood. That the warrior faces whatever it has to face and it doesn't repress. But the energy of the warrior, it allows you to do that. So it's almost like you will be able to handle it because you have that wood chi, that warrior chi. And it doesn't mean in the moment you might be feeling like, because of the still point, really. You know, out here, you might be feeling absolutely terrible. And you just think, Jesus, how am I going to get through this pain? But the still point doesn't have that pain in it. And I think that's the bit that allows it to happen. Yeah. I mean, it's odd, isn't it? Because here we are talking about awakening and we're talking about pain. And so it's not what people get into this for. But what this is about isn't just about the bliss, obviously, but it is about the attitude that comes out of the still point and your attitude to life. It's not really, the bliss is like an outcome that comes with the work being done and the chains of personality being loosened. So that is an outcome. The natural state becomes more available. But the journey to that is the releasing of the chains that we've had, psychological and physical and whatever. So that's the bit where that kind of suffering comes in. Yeah.